Hi everyone, my name is Trey. I am the vocalist and one of the founding members of Blame the Season. Since we released our teaser video back in July, we've actually had a lot of questions from friends and fans alike regarding the actual state of the band. And I thought it would be easier to compile all those questions and to present them and then answer them as best as I can in a vlog format so that we can kind of just clear the air about what is going on with Blame the Season. So without further ado, here we go. What are you releasing on August 7th? Blame the Season is releasing a 3-track album called Silhouette. August 7th is actually very special because it's the 7-year anniversary of our first album, Interconnect, which we released in 2013. So we thought it was an appropriate date considering how long it's been since people heard music from us. Where can I hear Interconnect? For years we've had a Bandcamp link that you can just download the album, but because of the new release we decided to put Interconnect on all major musical platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, and the like. This way, if you're an old or new fan, you can kind of familiarize yourself with our past before you move forward with us into the future. So as of August 7th, all of our music will be available to stream. This way, people who were not able to obtain a physical copy of Interconnect can enjoy it in the most convenient way possible. Where have you guys been? In short, everywhere. Some members went to university and other members joined the military. Each of us just kind of trailed off and did our own thing for a little bit, trying to figure out what our purposes are in life. Who is in Blame the Season right now? Right now, Blame the Season consists of me, Trey, and Mike. We both write, record, and produce all of the music, except that when we play live, I pick up a microphone and Mike picks up a guitar. Are you looking for new band members? Okay, here's the thing. Given my answer in the last question, there are currently vacancies in the band for things like guitar, bass, and drums. However, given the state of the world, the music industry, and our own personal responsibilities, it's really hard to imagine playing live anytime soon. That might change in a year, and it might not. I'm not clairvoyant, but all I can say is that until there is a reasonable demand for Blame the Season shows and live local metal shows in general, Mike and I are totally happy with just writing what we want to write at home, sending it to one another, and then releasing it for you guys to hear. In fact, that's exactly what we did for the Silhouette album. We never met in person. We just traded audio files over the internet and over text. So as an aside, let that be an encouragement to small metal bands and solo metal artists generally, especially during this quarantine period, right? You can still do really cool stuff without the expenditure of your time and your money trying to play live at some bar that barely advertised your show or having some promoter shaft you in bad faith because you didn't sell enough pre-sale tickets, whatever. Don't worry about that, okay? Just focus on your craft and write really good stuff. Pick up your instrument, pick up your guitar, right? Practice so that you can produce incredible things as well. And people will flock to that, and hopefully there will be reasonable demand for your live performance as well, especially when the whole quarantine thing is over. Blame the Season really does miss playing live, don't get me wrong. We want to play, but given the cards we've been dealt, it seems like this is the best way to approach our projects for the time being. When driving a motor vehicle, should speed limits be speed minimums? Sure, yeah, especially in hazardous weather, for sure. Why are people asking us this? It's just an EP, guys, calm down. What about Game the Season? This is my favorite question. About 6 months after releasing Interconnect, we had some band members separate from the band. And on top of that, I was constantly leaving our hometown to attend college, and that made it difficult to book and perform shows on a regular basis. Eventually, we stopped doing live stuff altogether. while we prepared for a future potential release, we started a video game Let's Play show, appropriately named Game the Season, because why not, right? We started doing this because it was fun. That's it. But mainly, we really cherished being around one another, even if it wasn't in a musical context. I think we all wanted a reason to meet and hang out in a band context without the stress of setting up for practice or setting up for a show and whatnot. Alright, here's the funny part. Our last upload of that show was like in 2014, 2015, something like that. And you'll notice that each series kind of just abruptly ends, as if we never finished the game. But the truth is, the Star Fox and the Spyro series are complete. They're done. we went through the whole game. I just never uploaded the rest because life got really crazy, and Blame the Season was on official hiatus at that point. We just didn't know what to do. Now, I am considering uploading the rest, okay? But as for the elephant in the room, there will be this awkward time warp, right? Where we're talking about things that happened like 5 years ago, and it might feel outdated and unauthentic, especially if we start talking about current events that happened in like 2014 or 2015 or what have you. And we were 18 or 19 years old at the time. And in a way, it might be fun for me to go back and watch these videos and kind of get to meet my 18-year-old self again. That would be pretty cool, I think. But I still need some personal convincing on my part that it's worth the time to do so. And maybe I'll just stitch it together in one very long video instead of doing like mini episodes like we used to. If people want to see us complete those titles, I have the archives, and that's all I'll say about Game This Season, okay? So check it out if you want to hear how goofy we are when we're not, chugging and screaming on stage. Are you involved in any other musical projects? Yes, Mike and I have our own separate musical projects. Mike has his own YouTube channel where he does cover videos and original instrumentals. His most recent video is a song called Ponder, and it's really good. You should check it out. I'll put a link in the description of this video. Go subscribe to his channel to never miss a video from Mike. As for me, I have my own YouTube channel called CROWNSGUARD Studios, in which I do cover videos, podcasts, and original instrumentals under the name TOREI. I actually released my first album called Hello in April of this year, so go check it out on your favorite musical platform. And yes, I do respond to the name TOREI now. I secretly want it to be my internet persona, so next time you see me, just throw it at me, and we'll see what happens. Before I end this video, I just want to say thank you to two people in particular. The first, Holly Hart. Holly designed the piece that we eventually used for our album art for Silhouette. She makes really cool visual arts, and visual arts are not my forte at all, so it's always a pleasure to see somebody execute that craft really well. I've linked her Instagram in the description of this video, so go like her stuff, go follow her account, and blow up the comment section on the piece that we bought for the album. Go tell her it's your favorite one. The second person I'd like to thank is Brandon O'Neill. Brandon helped me navigate our song mixes by offering very helpful advice on how to make our stuff sound powerful and clear. We sent him some early mixes, and he took the time out of his life to listen thoughtfully and thoroughly, and we are just so grateful for that. Personally, Brandon is a man that I consider a great friend, a mentor, and an awesome musical colleague. He fronts his own project called Wine and Warpaint, and I highly recommend that you add his music to your Apple or Spotify playlist, right after you add the new Blame the Season, of course, but you should definitely add Brandon's stuff, because he really cares about what he's writing, and I really believe in what he's doing. He's a good dude and an awesome musician. Well, with that being said, all I've got left is thank you. Thank you so much for supporting us. both personally and in a band context, Mike and I are really excited to drop Silhouette. We hope that you will be surprised by the sounds that we hear in our heads, and we hope that you enjoy it. So with that being said, please subscribe and stay tuned for news about future Blame the Season endeavors. Thanks.